Good
Kindly, you
afternoon,
have
sir.
accepted the request. Thank you.
Yes. Really sorry for the technical glitch. I guess
Oh,
there was some network issue.
no problem. So, am I audible?
Yes, perfectly clear.
Okay, okay.
So shall we begin?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So everybody, today we are live with Aditya Bansal. He secured 104 rank in UPSC Civil Services Examination 2009. And today we are going to grill him about his strategy that he has followed during all these years. So, sir, while I was reading about your background, it was a pretty interesting one because you changed your stream from science to commerce in 12th standard. And in some one of your interviews, you mentioned that even at that time you knew that you wanted to be a civil servant. So, how did that realization come about?
Civil services definitely was a childhood dream for me. And but my parents were doctors, so by instinctively you can say I took up medical subjects in plus one and plus two and intended to do
Yeah.
graduation in medical and then go for civil services. But during the course of 11th and 12th, while I was studying those subjects, I did not find them very interesting. I could not relate to them, and though I was doing good, but still I never enjoyed doing that. I could not visualize myself as interested in understanding human body or those kind of things. So I thought, why not choose a path that I enjoy, even though the
Right.
destination was always civil services. But so I shifted from medical to humanities. I did my graduation in political science,
Oh, you did your
purely based on
graduation in
interest.
politics.
Political science, yes.
Right. Okay. Um, so your optional was political science as well while you
Political
were
science,
preparing for
yes.
this?
Yes.
Okay. So when you did actually start when you did actually start preparing for this examination, what were these baby steps that you took, before seriously getting into the drain of it?
Basically, I started somehow during the beginning of graduation itself. But since I had nobody really to tell me what all is about the examination, and I also in the beginning did not know much about what all this exam is, what all it demands. So I just began with NCRT, reading social science NCRTs from sixth onwards.
Okay.
So that is how I began. I think very organized and systematic my preparation became only after graduation.
Right.
Yes.
Uh, so after graduation, did you join a coaching institute like a lot of people do?
I did join just because many people do, and just I thought because an examination requires coaching, so I joined the coaching. But frankly, I
Right.
left it midway, and I think that classroom coaching for this examination is particularly not very relevant, not
Hmm.
important as such. It depends upon individual to individual, whether he finds it difficult and needs it for guidance, or some people need it for making a schedule, or for that purpose. But classroom teaching, I think, is not necessary or important for this exam. Self-study, obviously, test series are important. Uh,
Right.
yes,
So, let's just say that because the syllabus is pretty vast and political science as well, four sections and all of them, but majorly the portion is overlapping with GS2 as well. What was the frame of mind that you were in? कि कितने time में कितना syllabus कैसे खत्म करना है? What was your schedule for completion of the syllabus?
actually, my preparation was a little bit haphazard and unorganized initially, and
Okay.
that is one of the reasons I think that it took me three attempts to clear this exam and not earlier. One of the big reasons was that I was little disorganized and haphazard. But if to someone who is beginning afresh, beginning new, if I have to recommend him, I will suggest that, for example, those who are giving 2021 examination, they should try and finish their optional round before December, January.
Right.
So, like if we for the next year, if you have to give the exam, this year's December, January should be your deadline to finish the optional syllabus. That will really help because then you finish the syllabus, 2 months you give test series, and then during the prelims and mains interval, you utilize the time for revision and test series and answer writing basically. So the basic
Right.
syllabus should be completed, I think, by December if someone is giving
Including
2021.
including GS,
No, optional.
optional, optional.
See, many people. I have been receiving many queries regarding this on Facebook, Instagram, and so on.
Right.
My personal opinion is that for this examination, one of the most important things is planning, making schedules, being organized, and being very disciplined. These are, I think, the mistakes I made, and these are the very important qualities for this examination. I can repeat:
Right.
planning, organization, commitment, and discipline. And in that planning, what should one do is one should make a complete 1 year plan, a broad plan, and that one
Hmm.
year plan should broadly be like that 2 months before the prelims, roughly 2 months before the prelims, your entire main syllabus should be done. You must aim for that.
Right.
It may be a high goal, but you must aim for that. That 2 months before the prelims, your entire main syllabus is done. Then the 2 months before prelims, you spend on especially focused on prelims, just only prelims. You just revise prelims related material, do prelims related things like government schemes or current affairs or bias, your past, national parks, and all that, and do prelims mock test papers.
Right.
And then the prelim and mains interval you again utilize for doing main specific study and test series. So in that
Hmm.
1 year, first point has to be that 2 months before prelims you aim to finish entire syllabus. Number one. Number two, till December you aim to finish your optional syllabus. Number three, after you begin your preparation, after 3 4 months, when you think you have gained sufficient material, you must also start answer writing practice. Though more rigorously and more properly it will be done between prelims and mains, but still you should begin with the basics of answer writing 3 4 months after preparation.
Right.
And fourth thing is, after this broad plan, even micro planning should be done, like in which month I aim for which thing, and then further which all day in days what all will be my study time, and also in that plan keep half day in a week, I would say, for enjoyment, for recreation purposes. Basically, what is the
Hmm.
problem is we do not plan for these things, and
Right.
then these things become haphazard, and we tend to waste a lot of time, lot of time. If you are really planned, because six, if you plan that 8 hours are my study time, 8 hours are my sleep time, and rest 8 hours are for various activities and enjoyment and whatsoever, then you can
Right.
enjoy also. You can balance your leisure and your work, and you can also take out quality time for studying. I mean, both things
Hmm.
can be very much balanced. So similarly, in a day, you must plan that how many hours for studying, how many hours for enjoyment, how many hours for sleeping. And within a week, I will always suggest that keep half a day for doing something that you like, going out, watching movie, eating out, whatsoever.
Right. Actually, your optional and my optional is very same. I'll ask my personal queries as well in this session. Um, Political science and international relations, the second paper requires rigorous studying of current affairs. Uh, and there are a plethora of resources for covering current affairs. So, how did you, in a very concise manner, read these current affairs so that they could also align with your optional studies?
For optional, specifically current affairs, okay. Current affairs, one thing is we basically read the newspapers. So
Right.
for newspapers, anything that you find is relevant for IR paper 2. Basically, one thing first of all I will suggest is make notes topic wise. Be it GS,
Okay.
be it optional. Make notes topic wise. Don't make notes. Some people in the initial phase I've seen they make a problem. What they do is they make notes day wise. This day's
Hmm.
newspapers notes. That is irrelevant. How will you revise day wise notes? No? You must
Right.
have topic wise notes. For example, you have made one heading India Pakistan. So if in today's newspaper an article has come, an editorial or an ideas page, whatsoever article has come on India, Pakistan, and you find that some useful points have been made, you write the scholar's name. For optional, scholar names are important. So you write the scholar name and the 3 4 points he has mentioned and some good language he has used. So basically in
Right.
optional, I would say is two, three things very important are: one is scholar name or school name or something that makes it little technical, you know.
Right.
Secondly, very important is language. Very right. There is a particular academic language they write. For example, C. Radha
Right.
Mohan in Indian Express writes, or some diplomats write. They always use some very good words. So to always make note of those words and write that in the newspaper, in the
Okay.
notes, sorry,
Notes.
in the notes, write those keywords.
Okay. What
So
about
one
the
thing, so for current affairs, I basically did two things. One thing
right?
was whenever I'm reading the newspapers, I used to refer Hindu as well as Indian Express. Indian Express only the ideas and the explained page. So in the newspapers, whenever you find anything is relevant for IR, the scholar name, good points you find, and some good language you find. Sometimes very good language comes, and sometimes in the articles only they write that, for example, Xi Jinping said this thing,
Right.
Prime Minister Modi said this thing. So from there you get so much knowledge, no? So that quotes you can use in the answer anytime. Second thing, what I did is topic wise, you write in Google. India,
Okay.
Pakistan, for example, how to best way to cover paper two is you do the static portion, your daily reading newspapers, finish them in one time rather than doing five times. For example, India, Pakistan, you today take up its background, what has historically happened, some important milestones in the relationships, what
Right.
is currently happening. These are the main topics in any relationship and its various aspects, economic, security, this and that. For India, Pakistan, border, trade. So that is you have to come up with your intelligence, no? By seeing
Hmm.
syllabus, by previous year papers, current affairs. You come up with your intelligence that in this topic, these points are important. For example, in India, Pakistan, security issues, border issue, SARC issue, and all that. You can come up with 7, 8 water sharing. Like these 7, 8 things
Yeah.
are important in India, Pakistan. You take out those things. And for each topic, search that in Google, find some good articles, get relevant information, and write it down in the notes. So one day or some few hours you spend, in a few hours, you have consolidated India, Pakistan is prepared. 1, 2, 3 pages, it's done. And for
Right.
that, you can use the Hindu, the Indian Express, ORF, or there are some blogs like Brahma Chalane blog or some other blogs are available. So that is how all these things can be used. MEA website can be used in some topics. It's very good
Right.
articles are written in MEA. Any other doubt you
Um,
can ask in this?
so for optional, this is it. But in general, when we talk about current affairs, so what were the like? Because there are a number of websites also these days that give you the quizzes and the live feeds and everything. So how did you make that current affairs also concise with respect to your preparation?
Current affairs.
In general, yes.
For current affairs, I did the same thing. Basically, from entire this year, one thing I think that played a very important role in my preparation was I was more planned and organized. And one of the things I
Right.
did organized was in making notes. As I told you earlier, I made files GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, optional 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. I like made these files. And in
Right.
each file, according to the syllabus, according to previous year questions, according to your own intelligence, what can come, you make some big topics. Like GS1, one of the topics would be water, some would
Right.
be urbanization, smart city, and so on and so on. You make topics. And in the topics, if you find something good information from your traditional stuff, you write it there. From newspaper, if you're reading something, some statistic you come across, some good line you come across, some good fact you come across, some good concept you come across, you write it there. So what happens at the
Okay.
end of the year is you have consolidated topic-wise notes. For example, when it comes to water, everything that you have read in one year current affairs is there on the same page. You don't have to find it 100
Right.
there. And no need to make very detailed notes. No need to make very detailed notes out of current affairs. Just some basic notes, like I said, reading newspaper, finding whatever relevant, write that information in the topic concerned itself. One thing. Second
Right.
thing is refer to monthly current affairs. Only one monthly current affairs. Because monthly current affairs benefit is you don't need to make your own notes. Somebody else is making
Right.
notes for you and very good notes. And I think I would say Vision IAS, I referred them and I found them very
Yes.
good. They are very good, very detailed, very informative and not useless stuff, not very extensive stuff, very useful stuff. So for current affairs, two things. Reading the newspaper, whatever you find relevant, write it 1, 2 lines in the topic you think it is related to. And two,
Right.
referring to monthly compilation. That is more than enough. More than enough. So you have very
So all
consolidated current affairs.
right. So all these websites and the various compendiums that you find in the market, like
No,
they
no,
just
no.
confuse you, right?
There is so much. This is a very unfortunate thing in UPSC. There is so much material. And in our just to do everything, we sometimes go vary, and we one, two, three, so many sources we do for the same thing. Not at all relevant. Two things I did,
Right.
for me they were enough.
Okay. What about essay writing, sir? When did you start practicing essays, first of all, and how did you go about it, like during your preparation?
Uh, I basically started essay writing after prelims.
Okay.
For essay writing, you do not need any new information. You do not need to read anything extra.
Right.
Whatever you have read for your GS, whatever you have read for your optional, that material is more than sufficient for writing an essay, as far as information is concerned. No need to read anything extra. One thing.
Right.
Those who have a habit of extra reading, very good, it will help them. But those even who do not have, don't worry, GS we read so much, optional we read so much, so it is more than sufficient to write. So first thing is no extra reading material required for essay.
Right.
Number two, for essay, one thing that can be helpful that I did is quotes. Everybody says
Okay.
this, yet
Yeah.
everybody ignores it. So quotes, uh, now for quotes, first of all, in preparing, what should you do is you should prepare topic-wise quotes, like for
Okay.
education, for health, for democracy, for free speech. Like for this topic-wise, during your preparation, you like every day we have so much free time. Just spend 5 days here or 5 minutes here or there. No, five
Right.
minutes you search on Google quotes on education, quotes on democracy, whatever you find relevant, just keep on writing, keep on revising, keep on memorizing in your mind whenever you go here and there. You
Right.
move on. Second one. Third thing, essay is all about writing. Essay is all about two things actually, thinking at that time and writing.
Right.
Think so two things. Read not reading. Reading is not required for essay. Reading is GS and optional. Essay is all about two things, thinking and writing. So at that time, how much can you think? How much wide you can think, how much new, innovative you can think, how much things you can think and relate to the topic concerned. So that thinking and
Right.
brainstorming, that is a very, very important thing of essay. And second thing is writing. I think what is important for essay is one thing is for the topic concerned, you must write as many dimensions as possible. Your essay must be very, very wide. For the same
Right.
topic, how much can you think? How much wide can you think? How much areas you can relate it to? That is first thing in essay. Second thing in essay is everything you write, from the first word to the last word, it must be connected to the topic concerned. Whenever the examiner is reading the essay, not for a moment he should feel that he is reading something else which is not concerned to the topic. He must
Right.
always feel himself very much engaged to the topic. So the second very important thing is every word you write, it must be relevant to the topic that is concerned. He must feel that it is related. Third
Right.
thing very important for essay is must be structured, very well structured, so that the examiner reads from first word to last word in a flow. He does not have to stop. He does not have to think. He does not have to scratch his head. He just has to read it and in one flow. So that
Right.
comes through structure, very good structure of the essay. Fourth very important thing I would say is presentation. Presentation would be making small paragraphs, starting the first line of the paragraphs, leaving 2 3 word space. So these
Right.
little things, no, and writing in a good handwriting, proper way. So the one thing is width. Second is relevance to the topic concerned. Third thing is structure. Fourth is presentation, and fifth is to write concisely. That is also,
Right.
you can say, beauty of the language, your language or whatsoever you practice it, you must convey your thing very concisely. One thing, you should not take a whole paragraph to just convey one point, because then you are wasting
Right.
your own space. The space and the words are limited. So in more limited ways, you can limited words you can express yourself. The more you can dimensions you can cover, and the examiner also finds it easier. No, if one thing is only written in a long page or it's very boring to read.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
true.
quotes. Quotes also you must use very relevant quotes, not just quotes using anywhere whatsoever. Quotes I think one must use, but very intelligently on where they
Right.
fit, on how they fit. It's not a hard and fast rule that you must begin with a quote, you must end with a quote. If it is relevant, very good, but don't force things that you have to begin with
Right.
a quote. You should not force it. And most important thing, I think the practice you should do, we do a writing practice. We sometimes ignore thinking practice in essay. So whenever, for example, you may not be able to write a lot of essays, but you can
Hmm.
brainstorm essays. One of the essay preparation is you take a topic, you just brainstorm it. That what if an essay comes on this topic, what all I will write, just in a rough paper.
Right.
You may not have the time to fully write a full essay. So I think you must write 8, 10 essays before going to the final paper. But even more essays, you can just brainstorm in your mind, write on a rough paper. These are all points I can cover. One thing
Right.
that, like I will like to share my personal thing is that in my essays, what my teacher, I joined the test series of Vikas Ranjan sir, so he said that this thing is very good in me, so I can share. Uh, I used to relate the essay to like something in Mahabharata, something from Ramayana, or
Right.
something from other life. So because nowadays philosophical essays are coming as a first section is usually ethical of the philosophical essays. So something you can
Yes.
relate to the life of a great person, suppose Gandhiji, or some Mahabharata story, some Ramayana story, some ancient folk story we have. So I used to
Right.
relate to that.
That's, I think, a very good point. That's something that people don't focus on because,
Uh,
yeah, that might be very effective.
for example, in a test series, I remember there was an essay that an eye for an eye can make the whole world blind. This is a
Which
quote
is
of
Mahatma
Gandhiji, and this was a
Gandhi's, yeah,
quote. This was a topic
right,
of an essay in a test series, not in the real essay. So I
right,
related it to Duryodhan, that how his attitude of revenge always how it destroyed his whole plan and everything.
right,
So I think this can make the essay a little more unique and novel.
effective.
Yes.
So how was your experience with the interview panel? Like, because it's a bit of a phobia, going inside the interview room. There are a lot of people sitting there. So how was your experience with your interview panel?
Frankly, I used to feel this lot of nervousness in my mock interviews.
Hmm.
My legs used to even sometimes shake or tremble during my initial mock
Right,
interviews. But I'm telling you very frankly, I'm not bragging or any way of putting up things. On the day of the interview, I did not feel any nervousness. I felt the nervousness while I was waiting in the waiting room, but once I went into
right,
the room, there was not, I remember, a moment of nervousness or anxiety. I think maybe that was because I gave a lot of mock interviews. I went little overboard also. I gave, I think, 10, 12 mock interviews. Usually people don't
Then
give that much. I gave 10,
right.
12 mock interviews. I found it very good as a, change kind of thing, no? You go there for
Hmm.
30, 40 minutes. And so initial mock interviews, I used to face nervousness. Till the last mock interview, I did not have any nervousness. Last mock interview. And then even
Okay.
in the final interview, I did not have much nervousness. I was very confident. And I
Right.
think interviews much about confidence than about knowledge.
Hmm. So what kind of questions did they ask you, if you remember some of them?
They asked very lot of questions from my home. For example, I'm from Punjab, so they asked me some questions from Punjab. My optional was political science. Maybe one lady member asked throughout the questions on panchayats and municipalities only. What is their
Hmm.
status? Why do we need them? And everything. One member asked on Northeast, though it was not related. That is unfair. So he asked
Hmm.
all the questions on Northeast. What is the inner line permit? Which all states have them? Why do we need them? How can Northeast develop better? And
Right.
one member asked on foreign policy issues. Like a day before my interview, President Trump has visited India. So I
Hmm.
got 3, 4 questions on India-US relations only, on
Oh,
5G, on energy relationship of India-US, defense, and all that.
right.
So it was very wide.
They covered almost everything from your DAF to every current
Everything
thing that
correct.
happened. Okay. Uh, so you did say that during the previous 2 years, your preparation was a bit haphazarded and unstructured. So, apart from that, what do you think were the mistakes that you made, and what was it that you corrected this time that you got this rank?
I think the mistakes I made was one was I was little over optimistic, overconfident, or complacent in the exam initially.
Hmm.
So I did not fully cover the syllabus. I was
Right.
unorganized and a plan. This, I think, was the major shortcomings in my earlier attempt. This year, I was more planned, more disciplined. Like I had made a proper plan, and this month I will finish this much. And I had planned that, like in a day also, I will wake up at this, and I tried to follow it to a large extent. My notes were much more organized and planned. My schedule was organized, and I think that helped. And I
Okay.
made it a point to cover all of the syllabus. That was also, I think, that I missed in the earlier attempt. For example,
Right.
small points like disaster management, we sometimes do just like that only, security issues, disaster management,
Yeah.
Indian society, for example, in CS1. Lot of questions come in mains. So, so these things have to be done, very small things, no?
Right. This is a personal doubt that when it's your first attempt, I feel that one is a little brash, one is a bit overconfident. And as your number of attempts increase, one gets thick-skinned and very calm, I guess. Do you think that is the truth?
I think it is true because it happened with me also.
Right.
Uh, because in my
Um,
first attempt, I think I was very overconfident and complacent कि हो
right.
जाएगा
हाँ, मेरा नहीं होगा तो किसका होगा?
हाँ हो जाएगा
That's true. But you know that this exam requires a lot of patience and resilience from everything. So, how did you maintain your patience, and how, like, there were times, I'm sure that there must be times when you were down. So, how did you pick yourself up and start the preparation again, and how did you maintain your patience levels?
uh, I think am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think the most important thing for that is when you know why you want to do it. When
Hmm.
somebody else from outside is saying you to do this, your parents are saying this, or you just want to do it for you want to show it to somebody, then I think one can lose it. कि छोड़ो यार, बड़ा मुश्किल काम. But when you know
Right.
from within yourself that I want to do it, I cannot do any. For me, I knew that I cannot do anything else in life. Uh,
Exactly.
I कि यही है कि I like this job very much. I like the nature of the job very much, and this is what I want to do, and there is nothing else that I can do. So I have to do this. So I have to do this. But yes, you are very much right. The moments of self-doubt are plenty. There are many. Almost on every second, third day, it feels in the evening कि फिर नहीं हो पाएगा. But then again, you have to
Yes.
pick yourself and do the things.
And especially when there are these people who clear in their very first attempt, these 22, 21-year-old kids, and you're like, oh my God, what is happening?
बिल्कुल सही है. Start having lot of self-doubt ना कि
हाँ.
हम तो
And you
इतनी
were
देर
like
से
कि
लगे हुए
मुझे
हैं.
तो लग रहा था मेरा तो हो ही जाएगा, ये क्या हो गया, ये दो अटेम्प्ट कैसे निकल गया, तीसरा अटेम्प्ट कैसे आ गया.
हम तो इतनी देर से लगे हुए थे. हमारा
हाँ.
हुआ नहीं.
Exactly. That's true. Sir, the prelims of this year is just around the corner on 4th of October. So, what are the last minute tips that you want to tell these people who have been preparing? और इनके साथ तो बहुत disturbance भी हो गया because of Corona.
Yes. लास्ट मिनट टिप्स आई थिंक अब कोई पढ़ाई का नहीं है कि आप कुछ पढ़ाई करके कुछ कर लोगे. Last
Right.
minute in UPSC, it is more about the game of mind. And believe me, I'm not just saying it because it looks good or बोलने में अच्छा लगता है. ऐसा नहीं है. In real, my experiences, for example, in 2017, I could not clear prelims. When I look back in
Right.
hindsight, I thought that it was not too much about knowledge. With the same level of knowledge, I could have cleared it had I had more confidence and the right mindset.
Right.
So in these last few days, I think if you need to do something, is you have to work on your mind. That is very important. You have to somehow prepare your mind on saying that this is not a knowledge test. Whatever knowledge
Right.
you have gained, you have gathered, you have gathered. Now you know something. Whatever you know more, you know less, that doesn't matter. You know something. Now you go in the exam having a James Bond like feeling. Like you are
Hmm.
not going there to show your knowledge. You are going there to solve puzzles. There are 100 puzzles in front of you. The answer is right there before you. There is a question, there are four options. The answer is just it. It is just a question of mindset. Everybody knows this, but make your mindset like that it is a puzzle-like thing. Because believe
Right.
me, nobody knows all the questions. Everybody knows only 30, 40, 50, these many questions only. Rest, everybody makes an intelligent guess. So when
Right.
you make a mindset that I know whatever I know. Now the knowledge cannot be increased, and this knowledge, whatever I have, is more than sufficient. With this knowledge only, with this material only, I have to solve my goal, I have to solve my purpose, I have to solve these 100 puzzles. So, one is mindset, have a lot of confidence. In the last minute, one thing important I will suggest you is solve previous year question papers. From 2011 to
Okay.
2019, solve all the UPSC questionnaires and check your answers in the official UPSC answer, please. You will find them
Right.
on internet. You may have to do a little effort rather than coaching ones because there is one two question error. What
Right.
it will help in is it will help you understanding UPSC mindset on how it does in options, how games it plays. That really helped me, I think. So in the last
Right.
moment, one is confidence building. Second is UPSC previous year question papers. Third is some basic things like some map points, some biosphere reserve, national parks, some important government schemes. So you can revise all that.
Right.
Yeah.
And just go for it.
Hmm.
Uh, ये तो हो गई जो इस साल दे रहे हैं एग्जाम उन लोगों के लिए. सपोज somebody is going to start the preparation now because अभी भी 2021 में 9 महीने हैं almost and it's a pretty much decent time to cover your syllabus and give the exam. So for that person, what would you like to say?
आई टोल्ड यू कि अगर जिसने 2021 में देना है ही शुड टारगेट कि दिसंबर तक मेरा ऑप्शनल खत्म हो जाए 2 मंथ्स बिफोर प्रीलिम्स तक मेरा सारा मेंस का सिलेबस खत्म हो जाए दो
Right.
महीने मॉक टेस्ट के लिए लगाइए जो प्रीलिम्स से पहले 2 मंथ्स है यूज दैट फॉर मॉक टेस्ट प्रीलिम्स और
Hmm.
मेंस में रिवीजन प्लस आंसर राइटिंग और जिनके पास थोड़ा भी नॉलेज इकट्ठा हो चुका है दे कैन इवन स्टार्ट विद आंसर राइटिंग इवन नाउ और 1 or 2 months आफ्टरवर्ड्स एज यू फील कंफर्टेबल.
Right.
And for 2021, those who are appearing, I would say don't ignore these basic things that people usually make mistakes. Make proper notes, be organized and disciplined. And third, never ignore answer writing and essay writing because that is something that people ignore. So
Right.
answer writing, essay writing, ethics, optional.
These are the
Yes.
make or break points for the mains
Hmm.
exam.
See, everybody says it, but still we ignore it. But these are the true things. All selected people all across the years, everybody says these things only, and these are the true.
Right.
One realizes it either by learning from others or by self-experience.
Right.
Former is easier, later is more difficult. So
Yes,
these are the
that's
things
true.
everybody says. Essay, ethics, and optional will make your difference in rank. And for preparation, be prepared with main syllabus 2 months before prelims. And thirdly, solve a lot of mock test paper for prelims and do answer writing practice for mains. These are the things that everybody says, and I think these are true for a large extent.
That's true. So, sir, it was a pleasure talking to you. I think we touched every topic almost comprehensively, and all your insights were very, very valuable to everyone, and especially me as well. So, thank you very much for taking out time,
Thank you
and
so much.
I hope you had a good session. And
Absolutely.
thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All the best to everybody. Bye bye.
thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Bye bye.